Hey everyone, Towelliee here, Towellee's HD Gaming, Riftstalker tanking, part 2 baby. Rogue is in effect and we are in the guild dimension area. I just purchased a guild dimension, so not only can, you have your own dimension for you to hang out, and you can have a little hangout for your entire guild. And I decided to christen the place with some target dummies to talk to you guys a little bit more about the stats that we use, what we're currently prioritizing as Riftstalker tanks, as well as the stats that you need to enter like expert dungeons, raids. We're going to talk a little bit about the our rotation, single target, and AoE, which is fairly simple. It's like not even hard at all. Like it's pretty basic. So with our stats, we have two important stats right now in terms of expert dungeons and raids: endurance and armor. baby, effective health. TTL, time to live. Gotta last through those big burst hits from the raid bosses. And that's basically right now the top two statistics. Then you have deflect, dodge, parry. I would probably hold deflect over the others, but right now endurance and armor is what you need. Any upgrade that gives you more endurance or more armor is 100% good, yes. Now, when it comes to stats that you need, now you see right here, I have 404 hit and 407 toughness. Now, if you put your cursor over certain abilities, it'll actually tell you what rating you need to enter certain dungeons, queue for certain dungeons, or I guess this would be the suggested. So as you can see right here, as I put my cursor over toughness, as you can tell from reading, reduces extra damage caused by non-player critical hits by 814% of base damage. Storm Legion expert dungeons, 300 toughness. That's kind of like mandatory. Even to queue for the dungeon, you need 300 toughness. It won't even let you use the dungeon finder if you don't have it. Raids for tier 1 require 400, tier 2 require 500. So currently right now I am able to raid in at least the tier 1 raids with the 400 toughness. Now for hit also important. For threat, obviously you need it. You have here expert, you need 300, tier 1 raids 400. So I'm ready for raids on both from a hit level and a toughness level. Now there's not like any soft cap or hard cap for deflect, parry, or dodge, but right now number one priorities endurance and armor, and that's it. But yeah, I have some pretty good gear. Like right now I have my 4-piece, I guess you can call it, Imperial Slayers set, which basically gives you, how much toughness do I get from this entire set? 1, 200, 300, 400, and then there we go, 407, the toughness enchant to my chest. And as you can see, most rogue gear is gonna have a lot of dexterity, more dexterity than strength, a lot of endurance for the Riftstalkers, and then some sort of defensive stat like dodge, deflect, parry, and then obviously toughness is what you need. But so that's just basically a quick overview of what you need just to get started once you hit 60. So the way to get that is, man, just start running dungeons, getting the toughness gear. Where do you get Imperial Slayers marks besides the expert dungeons? You might have to go DPS. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys who play Rift can maybe shed some light on that and see where the hell we're supposed to go. But alright, so let's take a look at the actual rotation for tanking as a Riftstalker. Now the Riftstalker single target rotation is fairly simple. You always want to open up with Shadow Assault, which is already in the macro from the first video, right? So when you hit your Q button, the macro should, let me see, let's make sure it's accurate. TP teleport, yep, Shadow Assault is the first ability. So Shadow Assault, then Guarded Steel, which will give you the armor buff, and it also generates a shit ton of threat. You can see it right here. Guarded Steel generates additional threat. Pretty good. And then basically just mash your combo point building macro, and that's pretty much it. You want to always keep up the Rift Disturbance on your target and Wrath of the Plains on your target, which is once again the spell power, attack power reduction on the person you're targeting and everyone around them, and the 5% hit reduction reduced hit chance from the boss to you, which is awesome. And so basically, I'm just going to do a little, let's see. Well, okay, so he's shooting him right now because, remember in our macro, we put the hunter attack builder, whatever. So I'm attacking the boss. Hey, Towelliee, what's going on? Hey, guys, what's up? Okay, we're going to kill this boss, dude, okay? This guy's really easy. All right, we're pulling it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shadow Assault. Shadow Assault. Bam. Build up those combo points. Now, you can either build up your combo points to use an ability like Power of the Plains, which, as you can see right here, generates a stacking buff which increases the rogue's weapon damage and attack power by 5% for 20 seconds each time they dodge, deflect, or parry an attack, which is pretty good because you're always going to be doing those 3 things. But the way that I like to start the fight, even though it doesn't generate the most threat, I like doing it like this. This is what I like to do. Single target tanking. Target the boss. Okay, guys, once again, sorry about that last pull. I just didn't know what I was doing. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Shadow Assault. Guarded Steel. Put up 1. Build 1 combo point. Put a Wrath of the Plains. Teleport. Teleport. That's it. And then continue from there. Bam. And then use your Power of the Plains when you have 5 combo points. That's pretty much what I do. So I look for my power auras to tell me whenever I don't have any of my abilities up right now. Like I don't have Rift Disturbance up, and I don't have this ability up, the Wrath of the Plains. And that's it. Wrath of the Plains is on the target. Smash the shit out of your combo generating button, which is my E, and use Guarded Steel off cooldown. And that's pretty much it. Also, you want to make sure that you have your all your teleports being used every 8 seconds. Because your teleports, don't forget, they give you a healing buff that heals you for like 10% of your maximum health for 20 seconds. And it also gives you, it's good for AoE tanking as well. But that's basically the rotation. I mean, obviously you have to, you know, swerve in your interrupts and your damage reducing abilities for when you're in trouble. But other than that, cardinal rules is the buffs that you want to keep up. How you start the fight is totally up to you. You know, if you need to get threat, just taunt it or something if it's single target. Now, if it's multi-target tanking, basically instead of using Guarded Steel as your finisher, you're just going to use Wrath of the Plains. Because see, right now in single target, we're using Wrath of the Plains with only 1 combo point. Because even if you use it with 1 combo point, you still put up your buff on the boss for 5 seconds for chance for hit to be reduced. So that's cool. So yeah, so all you're doing in AoE tanking is you're exchanging for Wrath of the Plains, using Rift Disturbance off cooldown, and your teleports that give you the, where is it? Where's Planet Vortex buff? There it is. Let me get it again. Bam! Planet Vortex, dealing weapon damage every second to surrounding enemies. And that's pretty good. Also, don't forget you also have this ability, Planar Splash. It reduces the damage of Planar Strike and Phantom Blow by 20%, causes Planar Strike and Phantom Blow to deal weapon damage to up to 10 enemies. So normally, when you hit your combo generating button, my E, it has 2 abilities, right? It has your Phantom Blow, and it has your Planar Strike. It only hits 1 target. Now, if you were to put this buff up right here, Planar Splash, now you're hitting multiple targets. Let's see if I can get this other guy behind me. Yeah, I can't reach him. You'll be hitting 10 enemies. Or is it 10? Yeah, you'll be hitting up to 10 enemies around you with the damage from those abilities. So when you're AoE tanking, put the buff up. If you're not AoE tanking, take the buff off. Pretty simple. That's pretty much it. So once again, the most important thing about tanking, I believe, as a Riftstalker, is trying to keep those buffs, or excuse me, those debuffs on the boss. You know, that's why I made these power auras. And that's going to be my next video. That's going to be part 3, talking about basically how I created my power auras using Kurul's alert. And I'll make a short little walkthrough on just how to make you know, these little power auras to remind you guys of when you have to keep your buffs on the boss. So it's pretty simple. Guarded Steel, Wrath of the Plains, Rift Disturbance, teleport every 8 seconds, blow your cooldowns when you need to, Wrath of the Plains, and I think that's it, man. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have anything to add to the rotation that I might have missed, let me know, okay? Other than that, peace out. That was Just Bound. Rogue on.